Hi. Woo! So it started really snowing today. It's gone now. It's not wet anymore, but I did have my magical boots on. It's fun sometimes, snow. Not in February. Um, where are we today? Oh, let's do a reading quick. So it's gonna be a short video today because I am doing another reading for The Snake That Never Sheds. So right after this, I hope you go to the Patreon so you can hear it, see it, because it's gonna be an interesting ride. We are on the 14th. Sorry, I didn't know that. So, conversations with meditations meditations with conversations with God by Neale Donald. Dang it, Walsh. I knew it last night when I was laying down to sleep. For some reason, it kept popping in my head. Yes, the soul is very clear that its purpose is evolution. Let's do it again. The soul is very clear that its purpose is evolution. That is its sole purpose, and its sole purpose. It is not concerned with the achievements of the body or the development of the mind. These are all meaningless to the soul. Evolution of soul. That's what this is, I guess. So, I wanted to just touch on yesterday, you're happy. And I said, I don't want to hear blaming and complaining. And I missed one. It was blaming, shaming, or complaining. That's what I meant. And I wanted to just touch on it quick because, well, I think I came up with this a long time ago because, with having a child with extreme chronic illness, I need to turn my notifications off. Maybe my daughter can help me with that. So having a daughter or a child with extreme chronic illness, what I have discovered through caregiving and assisting her through her journey is that I really can't personally blame, shame, or complain as to reasons being that I can't do something because I've had her to watch. this isn't about like feeling sorry for anybody. This is about watching someone who celebrates milestones the rest of us take for granted. She really, every day, it's not that she never complains or blames or any of that, it's that she just pushes through it, and you know, she wants what we all have, and often so take for granted. And so I have this another saying, um, leave your able-bodied privilege at the door. And it really should be able-bodied and mind privilege at the door, since we all are affected by disease and disabilities in different ways. Some easier to see than others, but I really did want to share this with you because for people who are just entering caregiving, especially the younger generations, when I talk about self-actualization or what caregiving brings to your life, brings to you, I am talking about one of these. This is the Mecca tip. You can't blame, shame, or complain if the person you're serving is working so hard to do the smallest task that you take for granted. So it's like now, because I'm already able to do all these things so easily, my life is so easy compared to my daughter's. She has to push through every day, pain every day. She's had to come back when she was such a small child so many times and push through it. When she's been sick since she was 6 months old. And that was already so hard. It was so hard with all her medications, and her immune system is so bad that she just kept getting sick, and with all the medications in combination, it was a constant battle just to get her to be able to make it through a day, without having to go to the hospital, to be honest. All the chemo treatments, all of the surgeries, I have no idea how many surgeries she's ever had. I have no idea. I mean, some people count them. I didn't even start because it was just so constant. And then when she hit when she hit 10 and she had sepsis, there were already things that she had taken as her golden tokens, like things that she loved that she could still do prior to the sepsis. Like having her nails done, like being known as the math queen. And it seemed so unfair for her to have those things taken away at that time, and she was so angry, but I wouldn't let her stop. We wouldn't let her stop, and we kept pushing for more from her because I We knew she could. We knew she could take steps one day. We knew she would be able to at least do some of the things that she still enjoyed. And she worked really, really, really hard at getting back to being the math queen. So she had to start all over. She had to start all over and learn how to write again. She had to start all over and learn how to walk again. So when she went back to school, or when I went back to school, it was really to help her and obviously myself learn how to deal with some of these challenges that were presenting themselves and how to emotionally react when things were not going the way we had planned. It was a very difficult task, but I had the motivation to go to school while I was caregiving for her because I saw her every day fighting. Fighting for the littlest things we all take for granted. And she worked so hard that she got to go to college. And it didn't matter how far away she was. I was going to make sure she got there and make sure she got her medical treatments and everything she needed so that she could have what she desired, because she's worked so hard her whole life. And just to reach this goal that is so far from the norm from what we as healthy, physically healthy individuals know. And she just motivates me every day. And now she works with me every day, so it's kind of funny because, I mean, she does everything for us. She does all our web stuff. She does everything, and she's really good at it, and she loves it, and she's amazing. But I did just want to give that tip on motivation. And the caregivers and non-caregivers, I really do want you to think about, I know caregivers know because they see it every day, but just think about it the next time you see somebody who might be having a little harder time getting by. Maybe you can offer some help if they look like they need it, or at least just a smile, you know, hi, how are you? Like, and actually care. But that's really where I wanted to leave it today, was inspiration and motivation comes in all different packages. And as a caregiver, we get to see them every single day. It's changed my life. And I've learned so much from her in this position and working within the long-term care industry, and how frustrating it can be at times, but also how rewarding. And the frustrations, we can work those out together. There's solutions. We have lots of solutions. But for my caregivers, thank you. You inspire me. I've been watching for so long. And every time I notice someone who's offering transportation, walking somebody to the door, a care receiver to the door. I notice when somebody in the hospital, a caregiver in the hospital, is offering to push a wheelchair for another caregiver to offer them assistance and a break. I can see the offerings all the time, and they're beautiful. So I just want to say thank you. Thank you for motivating me. And thank you for the lifetime of caregivers that have been in our life, my life, Orion's life, our family's life for the past 21 years. You made all the difference. So I hope you all have a beautiful day, and I hope you all recognize what jewels you are and how much light and love you bring and offer us. Thank you. See you on Snake That Never Sheds.